Hey, this is Josh from Streamline Retail in Houston, Texas. We have put out a lot of stuff, whether in our blogs or online, for brand new retailers and the things you can do to get off on the right foot. But a lot of the work that we do is not necessarily with retailers that are starting and need to get off the right foot. We just know that we're able to offer a lot of help there. A lot of those stores that we're working with are really hitting this point where they are going from a startup to an established retailer. So today we're going to start a new series called So You're Not a Startup Anymore. And we're going to talk about some things that you can do to scale that business that, of course you started and you bootstrapped and you did what you could to sell, but now you're at a point that you are a real established business and we need to put some things in place that are going to help you grow. So I want to talk about two things today. The first one is the thing that you can do to scale your business is evaluate your process and your procedure. And what I mean by this is when you're a startup, you're going to Google POS and you're going to buy whatever's out there. You're going to, of course, you probably just bought QuickBooks because QuickBooks is the name that comes up. Your phone system was probably your cell phone, and then you just called your cable company and got their phone system. All of the things and the tools that you use as a startup might not fit where you are anymore. And not that any one of those are bad. In fact, QuickBooks is an amazing tool, and it's likely that the POS you're on is a really good one. But we want to evaluate, one, are the tools that we're using still right for you and still fit your business? And two, if they are we using them in a way that is best for our business? So some great examples of this is if your in-store and online inventory is not syncing, we need to evaluate what tools could we put in place either to switch POS and inventory control to integrate with online, or is there a way that our existing tools might be able to do that? Your accounting, how are your books integrated with your inventory, with your sales data? How are these things talking together? Your payroll solutions, is this anything that's integrated with your accounting, potentially with a time clock feature? There's all of these ways that you can make your business run more efficiently and make sure that you're getting the most out of it. The second thing that I want to talk about is your brand and your brand messaging. When you first started, it's likely you had an idea of who your customer was and who was going to be shopping with you. And you bought for that person, you decorated for that person, your brand message online was for that person. And it's possible that that shifted over time, that in the last 2-3 years that you've been in business, you have changed, and it's possible that your customer has changed. And it's important that you make sure that you're constantly staying on top of the way that you're communicating who you are, what you're about, both in-store and online. A great example of this was a customer we had that they were a southern type boutique and they had a very southern name, but they were really purchasing products that were a little bit more of like an urban type boutique, and it was beautiful clothes. One of the ladies said to me, like, man, people are coming in, but they're just not buying anything. Our town's just done buying things, like people just don't have money, the economy. But I think we both know that the problem isn't that people didn't want to spend because they wouldn't have come in the store if they didn't want to spend. The problem was that the name and the brand that drew them into the store didn't fit what was in the store once they got there. And so we want to make sure that the way that we communicate and who we draw in fits who we are buying for. This doesn't mean that you have to buy to your personal taste. You know your customer and you can buy for them, but do take some time to reflect on who that is and how that might be different than who it was 2 or 3 years ago when you first started. So again, to recap, make sure that the systems that you have in place for your inventory management, your accounting, your payroll, take some time to evaluate everything that you use and how it could be used a little bit better. And two, visit your brand messaging, identify who your customer is. In our next time, we're going to be talking about other ways that you can take your startup and scale it and become a better, more established retailer in this for the long haul. If you're a new retailer or an existing one, we'd love to talk with you in ways that we can help do this. But either way, I hope that this helps you in growing your business. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.